Hey guys, Fishmonger here. It's January, February, March, April, May, June 8th, 2018, and it's Friday, and today we're going to be going over a touchy subject for me. One that really road rages the hell out of me. It really infuriates me. Because I've been trying to upgrade my rigs a lot, and when I'm upgrading my rigs, I will sell one video card off and then, buy another one. That's the whole point of upgrading. But I get a lot of people, whether it be on eBay or Craigslist or, back market alleys that want to buy video cards. They seem to always hit me with that one same question. They see my video card for sale. They say, oh, it looks great. This, that, and the other thing. It's a good price. It's everything I'm looking for. But was it used for mining? You know what really grinds my gears? That question right there. I don't even know why I opened a beer. I had a beer open already, but I guess I'm double fisting now. So if you're into crypto mining, like I am, and you have a lot of video cards, like I do, you probably sell your video cards every once in a while, like I do, because you want to upgrade or get something new or just want to change things around a little bit. You probably, just like I do, treat your cards with a lot of respect. I mean, it's your investment. It's your money-making device. It's something that you want to continue to keep going. It is not something you treat like crap. These are your mining rigs. These are your babies, right? So when Joe Schmo off the street says, "Ah, man, you use that card for mining? Oh, I don't want to buy that now." Does that not infuriate you? It infuriates the hell out of me. I absolutely hate that. Like, do you not understand that I have my cards in an environment that is completely temperature controlled, voltage controlled? They're monitored 100%. I've got remote monitoring on these things. If anything happens, I know about it. There's backup power supplies hooked up to these things. Like, your typical gamer with his gamer GPU that slaps that video card inside his little, gaming computer and wants to squeeze maximum FPS out of his game, it's just going to overclock the shit out of the card. And they're going to run it hot. And they're not going to care. They're just going to put the fans on 100%, blow all the heat out of the thing, and, push 80, 90 degrees Celsius and be like, whatever, I'm not thermal throttling. It's all cool. I've yet to meet a miner who will have their rig set up where they are basically running full tilt on their cards at recommended TDP. Nobody does that. Everybody undervolts. Everybody will try to squeeze the most efficiency out of their card while running it as cool as possible, because that really is what amplifies the ability to make money. It's these guys on everywhere. It bothers me. How to Geek has articles up here. Is it safe to buy? Is it safe? Is it safe? Not should you? Is it safe? Implying that there might be things that are unsafe with this. Is it safe to buy used GPUs from cryptocurrency miners? Because cryptocurrency miners use their GPUs in such ways that makes them unsafe. Like, you're going to buy them and they're going to blow up the next day. That's what's going to happen. Now, this article was kind of on a lighter note. They basically did say, yeah, it's pretty much like you're okay to do that, but they did touch upon the one thing, which was, every cryptocurrency miner knows this, you might have to replace some fans. Fans do go. When you're running fans all the time, and it's not necessarily when you're running fans all the time, but when you're blowing non-filtered air over your video cards and your fans all the time, they're eventually going to kind of build up dust bunnies. It happens. Everybody's got dust bunnies. You open up your computer right now, you got dust bunnies in your computer. But I guarantee you, the good cryptocurrency miners out there had their cans of trusty compressed air that they use to blow their shit out all the time to want to bring their temperatures down. Gamers don't have that. Gamers don't walk around and be like, oh, it's been a month on the day I have to blow out my computer. No, they don't do that. They're just like, whatever, I just want to like game and stuff. Cryptocurrency miners, no. We treat our hardware with the utmost respect. Very much so. You got articles like this, PC Gamer. Is it safe to buy used graphics card that's been mining 24/7? Now, I don't know about you, but that picture right there kind of is a little biased because it's showing some kind of jerry-rigged card with a fan right on top. Actually, I have a couple of my cards look like that. But it doesn't matter what I have. The fact that that picture shows that is just a little, you know, biased on this. The article, though, did bring up some good points, and obviously anybody who's interested in buying any kind of used equipment should make sense of this. If you're buying it used, you're buying it from Joe Schmo down the street. If you don't know the background of them, if you don't know what's going on, you know, you have no refund, you have no warranty, potentially, and if things go south, then you're screwed. But that applies to anything. Any kind of electronics. If you buy a laptop anywhere, you buy any kind of device non-new from the manufacturer that doesn't hold a warranty, you're running a risk. But that's the whole point of buying things used, is you can get a discount. But the article itself, for the most part, touches upon, you know, the essentials, but is a little bit, I don't like the way they present some of their information here. You know, people on the TARMS hardware forum, should I buy a used mining GPU for gaming? Here's one. I love this. It caught my eye. Should I buy a new GPU that was briefly used? First of all, it's not new if it's briefly used, but should I buy a new GPU that was briefly used for 10 hours of mining? This is the stigma that miners have to deal with. Oh, your card was used for mining? Oh, it's shit now. You might as well throw that fucking shit out. It's crap card. You destroyed it. But here's a guy. He wants to know, well, it was used for 10 hours of mining. Is it still okay? Like, was it damaged at all? And now, Mr. Markey, I'm not busting on you at anything. You're not the only person who've asked this question. Believe me, I've seen this pop up a lot, which is why I'm kind of making this video. It really upsets me. But no, 10 hours of a crypto mining card is not going to hurt. The card's doing math. It's adding and subtracting. It's multiplying. It's dividing. It doesn't know it's playing a video game. It doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. It's just solving computational problems, which is exactly what it does when it's gaming. It's solving 3D directional computational problems. It's all it does. It's a video card. It's a math solving machine, okay? And it just so happens that I have 13 of them over there in a rig at the same exact time that are temperature controlled and monitored and babied, and you know, I take care of my stuff, as do many other miners take care of their stuff. But a lot of the articles do bring up a lot of good points. You know, make sure you know who you're buying from. I wouldn't feel 100% comfortable buying a used mining card at a really good price from some guy on like eBay who has like one feedback. Although I've done it before in the past, and actually it worked out great. I get leery of that because you don't know what you're gonna get. Now, thankfully, eBay pretty much will favor in the buyer for any particular case. You can buy a video card, use it for 20 days, decide you don't like it for whatever reason, and return it, and basically rented it for free. eBay doesn't give a shit. But if you long term, if you wanted something, it is something you have to be careful of. That you want to make sure that you basically get something from somebody that you trust. Now, it's interesting because I've had several instances now where I've been selling stuff on Craigslist, and great people on Craigslist. I like Craigslist. It's a great community of people. I buy and sell on Craigslist all the time, and I'll get into conversations with people on Craigslist. Oh, you're selling these video cards, yada yada yada, this and the other thing. What's the price? What do they come with? This blah blah blah. We'll go like 4 or 5, you know, text messages deep, and then it's and was it used for mining? And then I'll say, honestly, yes, it was used for mining, and this is what I used it in, and this is how I took care of it, and these are the temperatures I kept it at, blah blah blah. And then I'll get oh, well, why didn't you tell me it was used for mining from the beginning? I'm not interested in this. I would never have bought this anyway. Really? it's a plague. It's a disease. It's a horrible stigma when it comes to mining equipment. You know, before anybody was cryptocurrency mining, everybody was gaming with their video cards, and nobody even batted an eye or blinked or even asked questions about, hey, were you folding at home with that video card? Were you potentially running any other kind of BOINC enabled programs that ran high computational awareness 24/7? No, nobody cared. Nobody knew about that, so nobody cared. And my point being that, or what was the other one? SETI at home. SETI at home was a big thing. I used to run SETI at home all the time because, I want to find aliens. Who doesn't? And that puts a horrible strain on your computer itself. But nobody asks, like, hey, were you running SETI at home with your computer before you decided to sell it, or your video card? Like, what? Nobody even thinks about these kind of things. But now that cryptocurrency is mainstream, everybody's wanting to ask whether or not something was used for cryptocurrency. Quite honestly, I'm perfectly fine, and I'd be happier. I'm more comfortable buying hardware from somebody who was a cryptocurrency miner. If I know that they were, had a good background, they were decent, they knew what they're doing. But I guess that comes down to, if they were a gamer, I would buy their card too, as long as they were decent, knew what they were doing. The problem is that you don't want to deal with people who don't know what they're doing. You want to deal with people who do know what they're doing. So it's really what it comes down to. So I have no problem buying used video cards from anybody, whether it be cryptocurrency mining or gaming or anything like that, as long as the background of the person matches up, they're honest about what they're trying to do. Because quite honestly, and I tell every single person on Craigslist that I talk to, I tell them every single time, when they ask me, was it used for mining? I say, yes, it was, blah, 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 blah. And they say, oh, well, you should have told me that at the beginning. And I'm like, look, I could have straight up lied to you and said, no, I never used it for mining. Straight up gaming card. And I did nothing but game with it. And I played Minecraft. And maybe a little bit of, I don't know, Hello Kitty or whatever. And they wouldn't have known the difference. And that's the thing, is like, and I try to explain to these people, like, food for thought, dude. Like, you don't fucking know what I did with this. I could tell you anything, and you're gonna either assume it's a lie or assume it's the truth. But it's your perception of me, I guess, that really kind of tips you off as to what that is. But asking the question is just kind of pointless, because the people who tell you, like, oh, I never used it for mining, are probably just lying. Especially if they have, like, more than one to sell. Like, I list my cards and say I have a couple of them to sell. So yeah, it's not like I'm running like 5 gaming computers here. I'm crypto mining. But the people who are mining, don't hold it against them at all. Like, just find out who they are, find out what they're doing. Ask them for pictures of their rigs or whatever. If you say, oh, cool, you're crypto mining, that's cool. Like, you got video cards. Like, can I see what you got? And they show you a photo of like a whole bunch of video cards laying on the ground in a basement that's like prone to flooding, then yeah, I wouldn't buy those cards either. I would strongly not suggest that. But if the guy said, yeah, I was crypto mining with these things, and he's like, check out my rig or whatever, and he's like, I got 5 RX 580s and I just want to upgrade to something else or whatever, and he shows you this really nice aluminum frame that was like really precisionally put together. Like, the dude was paying attention to what the hell he was doing, and he cared about his hardware, and he still cares about his hardware. I mean, this is like crypto miners. This is like our investment. Like, we're not gonna shit on our investment. Like, we don't shit where we eat. This is just ridiculous. So I have to get this off my chest, because I really hate dealing with all these videos, all the, oh, that's not a video. That's how much I'm making in Nicehash right now. But all these people, and actually, I'm bringing up Paul's hardware right now, but Paul was really good with it. He touched upon a lot of good points, which a lot of other articles did, some didn't. But, it's like a matter of, make sure you know who you're buying it from. Make sure it's a card that is got a good quality background. Not all video cards are the same. RX 580 from brand A is not the same as RX 580 from brand B. So he did bring up a lot of good points. But there are a lot of people out there who basically will just say, you know, fuck you, I don't want to buy your mining card, you know, because you mined with it and miners are scum. No, I'll buy your mining card. In fact, let me know what you got. I'll buy your mining card. This is Fishmonger. I'm signing out. I gotta get out of here. I'll catch you on the flip side.